great. It was a bonus.
Get a bill for it.
We'll get you the VA address. Good luck with that. So Mark and I grew up in White Deer, Texas. So rural towns are, I mean, we know it. And I am the rural health coordinator for the VA. And I do have a passion for it because having grown up in a small town, you know, Mark and I were talking about earlier, the school nurse, she was basically our town doctor. I remember she'd make house visits. I was sick when I was a kid. I remember her coming out and giving me shots. I'm allergic to wasps, and I was pretty curious all the time, so I had a few wasp bites, and we'd have to run into the city hall, and she'd meet us there and give me a shot. So when the position for rural health came open, it just sounded like a good calling for me. I brought along with me today John Coble, and he's going to talk about eligibility and the Veterans Transportation Program. He's our mobility manager at the Amarillo VA. We have some great programs going on for veteran transportation. John's a veteran himself, so he's very veteran focused. Is anyone in the room a veteran? All right. Is anybody in the room a family member of a veteran? Well, thanks for your service and thanks for your support of your veteran. It's greatly appreciated. It was very exciting to open the Dalhart CBOC in October. CBOC is one of the great list of acronyms that we have, and it stands for Community-Based Outpatient Clinic. At the VA, we have an acronym for everything. Let's see, community-based. Currently, the VA has over 800 community-based outpatient clinics nationwide. These clinics provide the most common outpatient services, including health and wellness visits, along with without the hassle of visiting a larger medical center. Amarillo currently has 4 CBOCs, community-based outpatient clinics. One in Lubbock, which serves about 10,000 veterans. One in Clovis, New Mexico, serves almost 1,500 to 2,000 veterans. We have one in Childress that we opened in October of 2011, and we have about 500 patients around that area. And then we have Dalhart, Dalhart being our newest one that we opened in October. Currently, with all the research we did, there's over 1,000 veterans in the Dalhart, Dalham, and surrounding counties. But so far, since we've just started seeing patients, there's probably about less than 100 that have actually registered with us there. So with over 1,000 veterans in these counties, and recent statistics show that 40% of all returning troops are from rural areas, so they'll be returning to this, so we can only expect that number to rise. Well, the goal of the CBOC is to get the vast majority of these veterans enrolled into the Dalhart Clinic, and they can receive the care they deserve conveniently. The history of the CBOC is that they started in 1995 or 1992, and like I said, there's over 800 nationwide, and it's just, you know, on these national calls that I have to do monthly, you find out how it really helps other people out where they live several hundred miles away, and they can just go to the clinic rather than going to the big metropolis there. We also have exciting things like telehealth, where a patient can come in to the clinic and see a patient or see a doctor several hundred miles away just from going to the small clinic. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. As employees of the VA, we share a common goal with the Rotary Club, and that is a commitment to serve above self. I feel that we all have an obligation to serve our veterans in the capacity as they serve our country. And you don't have to work at the VA to serve our veterans. In fact, John and I were in Salt Lake City last week for the VA to learn about a program called Veterans Community Partnership. So being invited to Dalhart today, this kind of just crazy how it fell in place, and so it's really exciting to tell you all about this. At its core, the Veterans Community Partnership is veteran and family centric, and it's consistent with Secretary Shinseki's agenda to improve the quality and accessibility of health care, benefits, memorial services while optimizing value. Last week, John and I learned about how successful this partnership program has been at several VAs across the nation. And John and I have designated Dalhart as our pilot for this program. We really hope to grow that here and share the results nationally.